Well, tell us what happened tonight. Where do you guys stand at?
Well, we had a very, very dynamic meeting with all of the candidates looking for the Republican mayoral nomination. I agree. I think I can speak for my fellow chairman when I say that we're very heartened by the caliber of candidate that we have. I would say that there's no consensus on a candidate, but it does seem, frankly, that as we move forward, it's beginning to look more and more like there's going to be more than one Republican looking to become mayor of this city, and a primary is becoming more and more of a possibility. And the more we discuss it and think about it, the more we're beginning to think that that might be a good thing for Republicans.
How come, in the past you guys have said individually and together that a primary could be destructive, it could be expensive, that it may be part of democracy, but sometimes the party does maybe discourage a primary just to show unity.
I think it's fair to say that it wouldn't be something that we would have started out with. We wouldn't in the beginning have wanted a primary. It would have been nice to all rally behind one candidate. But, since over the last 4 months, a lot of people have jumped into the race, and now we have a large group of qualified candidates that make good mayoral candidates in each and every own right. So it is what it is. It appears now that it's going to go to a primary. That's good for the party, I think, as well.
And if I may, also every time we have a discussion, the level of the conversation rises. We're talking about issues about who's going to clean up the Rockaways, who's going to help out in Brooklyn, who's going to help make the lives of the citizens of the city of New York better. We're not discussing the sexual orientation of candidates' spouses and other important issues. So I believe that as our candidates move forward and talk about what's best for the city, it will force the Democrats, who right now are not talking about issues at all, they're just vying for the love and affection of the extreme left-wing union support, will raise the level of the conversation. It'll be a good thing for everybody.
And did you guys have any hopes of maybe talking to people who were here tonight, or maybe not here tonight, about being a participant in a ticket in other offices, maybe moving down to comptroller, public advocate? Is that going to happen?
That question was raised, but I think it's too early yet at this point for people to start making that decision. But the hope and expectation is that at the end of the day, we will have a ticket, perhaps, that's put together that is representative of the citizens of the city. But we'll see how things play out. But
that's been our goal all along. I mean, we started out from the very beginning trying to combine them and come up with a very diverse ticket. So it's not something that we're just thinking about now. It's something that we've been looking at for a long time. And we've been talking to all the candidates as everyone comes into the race. And we don't know how it's going to shake out at the end of the day. But obviously that would be great for the party.
If I could just add. From the very beginning, I've been saying that I didn't necessarily think that a primary would be a bad thing for the Republican Party. Fact of the matter is the Democrats are going to have a primary.